shot here.
Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang!
We live. Welcome to the Bang Bros Sports Show. I'm co-host, Coach Ag, Mr. Nice Watch, Bang Media CEO. I'm with my boy. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. What you going by now?
Yes, I'm gonna go, man. This one I'm gonna go ahead and go by the Frozen one, man. It can, like I said, y'all can call me Coach Ron or Coach Mac, known to many, but we're gonna rock with the Frozen one.
We ground zero. We breaking everything, man. So we breaking this podcast. We've been talking about doing it for a while, man. So this is a new little platform, some fun that we're gonna be able to do. So we're gonna hop right into it, man. We're gonna get to that breaking news. So breaking news, man, is really a down period, a dead period for sports. So we just finished the NBA, waiting on NFL. So right now we got Summer League, WNBA, and luckily this year we're waiting on the Olympics. So man, what do you kind of do during this time frame?
Man, we just finished watching really getting into that Olympic trials and watching the intensity and some of the people qualify for the Olympics. Obviously with the NBA finals being over, you kind of try to find something to keep yourself busy, man. So we getting into that, and Summer League just kicking off, trying to see how Bronny gonna do, with the big acquisition pickup with the Lakers. So just trying to pick up and get back into that basketball field, man. And I know you big football guys are excited that football's been around the corner, so anyway, just like watching the Olympic trials and keeping my foot on the gas, man. Ain't nothing else.
Yeah. So with the Summer League, man. So obviously, it's Bronny James is the headline of the Summer League of the NBA right now, man. So what are your thoughts on him being drafted by the Lakers, his future in the NBA, and how it all came about?
You can't fault him. It ain't his fault. It ain't his fault what he was born into. Man, I respect the kid. I'm happy for him. From what I see, he grinds. He's always in the lab. He ain't asking for anything. He ain't asking for it to be handed to him. He's made a lot of comments, trying to like establish himself as his own player and, not being his dad's shadow, which ain't ever gonna change. But I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. I hope it works out. I don't really know if it was done the right way, if he was ready for the league right now or if he needed to wait a couple of years. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. It's done now. So, but I think his game does have a chance to translate to the league a little smoother than it did for college basketball. But I mean, we said before, you got guys like Zach LaVine who didn't start at UCLA, played, sparingly at UCLA and averaged maybe 6 points a game. And now he's in the league, Olympic champ, Olympic gold medalist, and a bona fide NBA superstar. So Bronny got the chance, bro.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I think a lot of people, yelling daddy ball, and again, the NBA is full of people that have been not even NBA, but sports and just our nation in a whole has been a good old boy system where you use your connection. So why would you not use your connection for your own son? So that's crazy to me that people are kind of criticizing that. But like I said, Bronny James has been legit as far as he's been a decent to good athlete. It's not too overhyped. On the issue is I think it's just fast tracked. He didn't have enough time to develop. So he's gonna get the opportunity to develop, with professionals, trainers, coaches, staff in the NBA, in a good system. So it really works out for him. I don't think he's going to be an all-star. I think he'll be a serviceable role player at some point in his career, and I think he'll have a long career. Obviously, he got the right management company. They're going to keep him around, and he's in the right opportunity. So I think it's a good thing. One thing for me, though, is LeBron going to rock it out for the next son, for Bryce, because Bryce coming along. So it's a 2-year deal.
They say he got more potential than Bronny. So
but he also 6'8". Bronny 6'1". So it make a difference. So but we'll see how things rock out. But while we was gonna rock into another thing with basketball, right, is the WNBA. So right now that's hot. I'm saying it's hotter than it's ever been. They got the Olympics coming up and they talking about snubs or whatever. But the WNBA, the face of the WNBA is two rookies. So the Clark Reese rivalry is a big deal. Everybody's pushing it. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, like I said, I think it's good for the WNBA. I think it's good for the game. women's game, but you know, I don't know if it's the perfect situation with them two, with Reese, and Clark being two different positions. They don't really collide like Magic and Bird. Them two guys play similar positions on the perimeter, and they matched up a lot throughout the season, throughout the game. I watched the Fever and Chicago Sky highlights. I don't know how many times I saw Reese and Clark match up, unless it was a switch. So I don't know if you can really make that a rival. Because like let's say one of them get traded. Does the rival change to the next team that she goes to, or but I think it's good for the game though. I mean, it's obviously good for women's basketball, and not sure if it's going to hold, but I mean, it's something they leaning on right now. I like it. I like it better if it was like a Kennedy Carter, the girl that Caitlin Clark got into it with last week. That was some real tension right there. And Kennedy Carter about that. So I would like it if it was I would like if there was another player of the same position, besides trying to force something. But it's good for the game. It's good for the game. But Clark
Yeah.
is coming along though. I will say that Caitlin Clark's starting to come along.
Yeah, she getting her feel for it. The athleticism. I think that's what a lot of it was, and also too, you playing against less athletic defenses.
Yeah,
So a lot of that stuff that you're able to do at Iowa, you're not able to do in the WNBA. And also
yeah,
too, everybody's coming for a head, so they're making
yeah,
it a point, to be like, nah, this ain't it. So it's a rookie hazing type, baptism type thing that a lot of the NBA WNBA veterans are doing. But on the same side, they getting it with Reese too. The only difference is, Reese is about that. Like she
yeah,
built for that. So she's embracing that, and she's the face. She's the face of the WNBA. As much as
yeah,
they want it to be Clark, because
yeah.
little black girls want to be
She
Reese.
got all that. She got all that flavor, that style. She got all that.
Style, right?
Yeah,
All court, on court. Clark is strictly on the
yeah,
court. There's
yeah,
nothing cool about Caitlin Clark off the court. Said probably she's
yeah,
just a nice lady, but
yeah,
Reese has that superstar factor, and that's why I think it's going to separate them. I think it's also some racial divide in it, like some Magic and
yeah,
Bird, which is
yeah,
honestly for the WNBA is not bad.
yeah. Yeah, that's
But
good for that's
that
good for the game. Yeah,
it's good for the game because they're talking about it.
yeah.
And as long as them two don't have that real personal beef, I think that it's gonna be
They
straight.
finna
So
they finna play together too. They finna
yeah,
play together in that WNBA All Star game.
yeah,
So if you go back to, I don't know what year it was, but 79 or whatever. But Bird and Magic played together in that little college game versus the Olympics. Kind of similar situation.
yeah.
And
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So
Reese ain't finna have it though. She ain't trying to hear it.
no. But I think Clark also knows what it is, and she's not gun shy. She's gonna let that ball fly. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And so she got the green light, and she's gonna let it happen. So if she's hitting, she's gonna be on. But if she's
After
not making shots,
after after they play together, they still gotta if they can't get buddy.
oh yeah, no.
I,
And
I,
I don't
won- I
think they
wonder if
will.
the WNBA telling them that. Like I wonder if this is like a script.
It should. I
You
mean,
know?
it should be. It should be.
Yeah.
But they two at the same time. Then it's like Reese will be like, oh, no, that's my friend. Like you can just be like, me and her not cool. I respect her game, but when we get on the court, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody my friend on the court. That's all she got to
Yeah.
say. So I mean, that's the thing too is you really can't compare it to Bird because Bird is the ultimate all-time goat at shit talking,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
Clark is real
Quoted by
passive,
many. Said by many.
right? Clark is passive aggressive. She's Grayson Allen. She's a John Stockton. She's a
Yeah.
dirty, smart player with a high
Yeah.
basketball IQ that is talented. Like
Yeah.
Bird wasn't none of that. Bird was white chocolate. He was
Yeah.
that dude. Like he was disrespected when a white man is guarding him type of situation. So
Yeah.
he didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like super competitive, which Clark is. But again, she passive aggressive with it, and a lot of people say she's a spoiled brat. So that's I think what the difference is. I think if she embraced that, like man, I don't care. It is what it is. I'm a shoot, and we gonna on some like Kobe as a rookie type stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had that mentality, well, it'd be a whole different ballgame, and the NBA would benefit greatly from that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, definitely. So
yeah,
we're gonna hop on to our last little topic. We're gonna talk about live period. So you was taking live period this summer, and obviously, you know, it's a big deal for a lot of these college kids and a lot of
yeah.
these high school kids. It makes a lot of moves and a lot of things are shaking. So, man, what are some tips that you would give some high school kids going into the live period?
Wow. Oh man. Prepare. It's so different. I was talking to Big Mo today. It's so different, obviously, from the past 10, but with the portal, you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared once you get into the city that you're playing in. Uh, when you walk into the gym, know that there's coaches watching. Um, they got a notepad and they watching how you present yourself and how you carry yourself. So um, obviously on the court it doesn't change. Play hard, be coachable. Um, when you come in and out the game, have some type of energy about yourself, uh, and just put out your best work. And it doesn't always work the first game. It don't always work the second game. Right? It might not even be the first live period, but if you what that is and you stay consistent, you'll get something. But what these kids now just they want to get it off of one play. They want to get
Yeah,
off of one play, and if it doesn't happen off of one tournament or one game, they got an issue. So just be prepared and trust your work.
yeah, definitely. I think the thing that I would kind of put you out there is, man, do what you've been doing. If you're not a scorer and you are a pass first point guard, be a pass first point guard. If you are
Yeah,
a 3-point shooter, don't go in there trying to get into the paint and finish in the bigs. If you are a shot blocker, block shots, rebound. Like, don't
yeah,
try to do too much because it can kill your stock. And I see a lot of kids get in the mindset. I've literally like sat there and watched at some of the live periods, man. I've seen coaches like scratch a kid's name off of a list after he's taking like 2 or 3 bad shots or
yeah,
turns the ball over trying to take, what I'm saying, do something he don't need to do. And so don't do
yeah,
that to yourself.
yeah. But they gotta have people in their circle or even on their coaching staffs that are telling them things like this. Um, you got a lot of coaches that we've come across that feed kids the wrong message or a fairy tale, and sometimes these kids and these parents think it's easy because the way these coaches are recruiting and talking to them, instead of letting them know that and one thing we used to tell kids, especially when I first got into it, is I can only give your child a chance.
Yeah,
I don't even tell you the level. I don't even
yeah,
tell you the level. I can give him a chance to play some type of college basketball.
yeah,
I'm not sure what that level will be. That all depends on you. But as these parents now, they just think it's gone. Like if it ain't Division 1 or a school that they heard about or they seen on TV, they looking at you like that's the best you can do.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
it ain't
yeah,
my work. It's
yeah.
y'all work.
Yeah, I
So
remember Big E, rest his soul. He used to say, "Man, I'm gonna set the stage for you. You got to
yeah,
dance when the lights
you
come
got to
on." And
dance.
yeah,
Yeah,
you got to dance. So when
the
it
music,
comes
the
time to
music
do it,
gonna always play. You got to dance.
yeah. And the thing is they talk about exposure. Exposure works both ways. You could get
Yeah,
exposure to help yourself, or you expose yourself. So that's
yeah.
why you got to be prepared and really just do your best and don't do too much at the same time. So
Yeah.
that's definitely something
You
that
know,
those
too.
those kids.
The biggest thing is what what type of player do you want to put out to these coaches, or what type of skill set do you want to show them that you have? And a lot of kids think it's about scoring points, scoring buckets, and averaging 20 per you know AAU game, and that ain't gonna get it. And what we playing probably 36 minutes a game,
Yeah,
2 18-minute halves. That ain't gonna happen. So now you looking like somebody that's only out there trying to get rocks off. And again, you got this transfer portal. When we talk about maturity, you ain't showing that you mature enough. So they're gonna go ahead and go with the next kid. So
yeah.
you got to redirect some of these kids, man, and these parents.
Yeah, definitely the parents. A lot of them got in the wrong mindset. They have no idea what's going on. So there's a lot of educating those parents and those players, and also coaches who don't know, and also calling out coaches who selling their dream. But we're gonna kind of roll into another topic. So we're gonna go into our top 5. So on the basketball tip, we're gonna hop into basketball. Favorite college point guard. So your top 5 favorite college point guards. Who you got?
Whoa, man, favorite. Like when we talk about this, you gotta we talk about it. We've seen or we've witnessed, watched on TV, or
Your favorite,
talk about like
yeah.
history.
We're talking about favorite. No, we're talking about favorite. So your favorite is gonna be the ones that you've experienced.
I'm gonna go J Kidd.
That Cal, okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Jalen Rose for sure. We'll go
Okay.
Jalen Rose for sure. Fab Five, shout out. Put their banners back up. Now that y'all got the NIL, they might well put their banners back up. You gave Reggie Bush the Heisman back. I'm gonna go Rajon Rondo.
Okay.
Rajon Rondo. I'm gonna go Jacques Vaughn.
Solid
Kansas.
pick.
We'll go Jacques Vaughn. It wasn't a great pro. I don't even know how long he played in the league, but I know he's a really good college guard. My last one. What we putting Allen at? We consider him be a point. I'm going Allen Iverson.
Okay, so I
got Jalen Rose, J Kidd, Allen Iverson, Jacques Vaughn, and who did I say?
You said
Rajon Rondo. Rajon Rondo.
So me, I'm going Allen Iverson. That's easy. The game I remember most, I got it recorded on VHS. They played Texas Tech. I think it was a Sweet 16. But that game like solidified hit me being an Iverson fan for life. Stephon Marbury. I'm going Tyus Edney from UCLA when he made that game winner with like 5 seconds left and went down the court with UCLA. I'm going.
That was in the tournament too.
Oh yeah. I'm going Andre Miller with Utah when they had Keith Van Horn. Solid NBA career, but college he was a bucket and he did everything. He was like, I don't even know what his average was, but it was something crazy. Coach on the court, and then
top 5 though.
Yes, they ran deep all the whole time they was there. They had deep runs.
Wait. Who you got again? Who you got?
Iverson, Stephon Marbury, Andre Miller. Who else did I say?
Tyus Edney. You got one more.
And I'm gonna go. I would want to say John Wall, but I'm gonna go Jason Williams from Duke.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Even though he was more of a scorer.
How many years he played? 2 years.
He played. But you could go Mateen Cleaves. You could go Ed Cota. You could go with a couple of them UConn point guards.
Kimber.
What's Fat Boy's name? Would that play with Rich
Khalil Alameen?
Like there's a lot that you could go with.
I might have to put Kimber. I might have to take somebody off. Yeah, I'm gonna take Jacques Vaughn off mine. I gotta put Kimber in there.
Yeah, Kimber was a bucket.
Because Kimber did it for what, 3 years?
3. I think he did 3. Yeah, I think he did 3.
I think the last year, the only year he played off the ball was when he had Shabazz Napier. That was his third year. So I mean, he was still, breaking dudes down off the dribble. But I'm gonna take Jacques Vaughn off of there.
All right, so that ain't a bad little list right there. It's always debatable.
What about all time?
Like all time you got to go with point guards that started all 4 years, that have the numbers to back and have championships, or final.
I mean, is Magic all time?
Yeah,
he didn't go all 4 years.
No, he didn't go all 4 years, but I would still put him at all time. Him.
I think J Kidd stays in mine.
No, I'll go somebody like Bobby Hurley. There's so many. Many.
Allen Iverson stays in there.
Yeah, Allen Iverson stay in there. There's so many. I can't even.
We go deep. You go Oscar Robertson. I mean, we didn't witness that, but I mean, from the stuff I heard, he dang near triple double, playing the guard spot at Cincinnati.
Yeah,
that's a tough one though.
I got one for you. I got one for you that probably should be a shoe in. TJ Ford. TJ Ford. He carried them Texas teams. And didn't he win the Naismith? He averaged like 15 and 10.
2 years?
I think he played 3. Because
that's arguable. But who you take it? You got it. Now to that one, I got to be either him or Kimba. I think they both kind of got the similar resume. So you taking either him or Kimba.
I'm gonna take him because he made Texas relevant. UConn has always been a solid program. Like think about it.
He was before KD.
Right, well, yeah. Well, think about UConn. Who when you think of UConn, who do you think of?
Ray Allen.
This is the program.
Ray Allen.
And who else?
That's it. Calhoun, Coach Calhoun.
That's my point. The coach.
Yeah.
Who was his coach? It was Rick Barnes, but nobody really knows that. We just from Texas. That's all we know that. But Calhoun has had.
You think about Texas, I don't think about TJ Ford though.
Well, not now. When you think about Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe did. Yeah.
Marcus Aldridge. He was before that. Like them kids wasn't going to because he's from Houston. Them kids wasn't going to Texas if it wasn't for no TJ Ford.
Yeah.
Because before that, only the best Texas guy was what? Reggie Freeman?
Yep.
And that's because he played, what was that? That was the Southwest Conference, and they used to be on Channel 27 on Saturday. That's the only reason why I knew who he was. But people out of Texas probably didn't know him like that.
Reggie Freeman, yep.
Yeah, Reggie Freeman, Kirk Thomas, when it was TCU, Baylor, all them. So, like, yeah, it goes runs deep. Like I said, that's a discussion you can have all day long. There's so many. We're going to move on to the next segment. So, speaking of messing up, right? We're gonna go into our we're gonna get into our goddamn segment. All right. Goddamn is an exciting moment, an embarrassing moment, a memorable moment, whatever it is. So we're gonna chop it up. We're gonna do your personal, most embarrassing sports moment.
As a player or a coach?
Either the top, whatever. One that comes to your mind, the first one that comes to your mind.
That's tough. I don't know. I do know. Getting dunked on. But I'm gonna even give you the year, maybe 98. Turn the ball over. Try to get back. It was maybe like a 2-on-1. Turn it over in the on our side of the court. Try to get back in position, try to take a charge. Dude's knee was at my face. But the most embarrassing one is when you get subbed out. I could take I could take the foul. I could take the crowd going crazy. But it's when you get pulled out. It wasn't it was for the turnover, but the embarrassing one is getting pulled out, and then that week, having the picture in my locker. A couple of days, so I probably
wait. Picture in your locker. What's that about?
Of the dunk.
Well, who put the picture in your locker?
Teammates.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had it for a while, but when I think when I transferred and moved my stuff out of the storage or something, a lot of that stuff got lost. But yeah, it was somehow. I don't know if they blew it up from film. I don't know how they got it, and I really don't even know if it was in the paper. I just know it was a piece of paper of that in the locker. So I don't think it was in the school paper. I just think, somebody probably blew it up from the film. But yeah, that was probably my most embarrassing. Outside of shooting an air ball, everybody get kind of embarrassed when you shoot an air ball or miss a layup wide open.
Yeah.
That's tough one though.
Yeah, so mine would be 6th grade. In 6th grade, I averaged probably like 18. And so I scored all the time. Me and my homeboy Steve, rest his soul, like we was like the dynamic duo. And we were playing in a playoff game, and we were down, I think. No, we were up by we were down. We were down by like 4. And we've been winning all of our games. We hadn't lost yet. So it was kind of the pressure was getting there. And I got the defensive rebound, and I turned to the goal and I shot at the wrong goal and I missed. Luckily, I missed. But then I got the rebound back. I looked at the scoreboard and I was like, we need the bucket. And I was about to shoot again. And everybody's like, Joe. So then I was like,
Hey.
So then I had to I did after that. I was like, boom. So then I dribbled up the court, passed it off. Steve scored. Coach called timeout, settled us down. We ended up winning and making it to the championship. We got killed in the championship game. But I just remember I was so embarrassed. But that was a point in my athletic career where I was like starstruck, like shook, and I didn't know what to do. And I had to shake it off. It was crazy.
Hey, is that
real? Because I was real.
Is that rebound you got considered an offensive rebound or a defensive rebound?
Defensive rebound, because it's on defensive. It was against the opponent's basket. So I was running up my stats, trying to give me a triple double.
Yeah. You Dennis Rodman that thing, padding your stats.
And but luckily I missed it. That's the thing, is that I missed it. But that's embarrassing too. Like you smoke a layup, but
if you'd have shot that thing again after you got your board, you would have had to retire in 6th grade.
But that's the thing though, is like the coach couldn't take me out because I was the best guard that we had.
Yeah.
So he had to just kind of rock with it. So he called timeout and settled me down. And then
that's sad when your best guard shoot on the wrong goal.
And then Steve was our big, and that was his son. So like we was, like I said, we rocked together for a long time. But yeah, that was embarrassing.
Well, I can't imagine one of my players doing that, boy.
Man.
Nah.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but it happens to the best of us. So
it does. We recovered from it.
Yeah, so we ended up winning, which was a good thing. We'd have lost and but that would have been bad. When you make it and then you lose, oh yeah, that'd have been bad news.
Do you have? I wonder if we have any embarrassing moments as coaches?
Nah, I don't. I ain't never got kicked out of a game. I've made mistakes, but I ain't never had nothing embarrassing. I don't know if you're embarrassed. Nothing crazy. Everything that I say, I mean. So
even when you have a kid mouthing off, I mean, you take care of it.
Yeah, there wasn't nothing. I'm trying to think.
Maybe losing to a team you ain't supposed to lose to.
I ain't never like tried to sit down and fail and landed on my ass or nothing like that. And I ain't never slipped on no water. I ain't never had nothing. So
maybe losing to a team you ain't supposed to lose to.
See,
that Gatorade, man.
I ain't never had to lose to a team that I was supposed to lose to.
No. Yeah, you have.
Who?
Yeah, when I was sick, when I was in the hospital.
Who did I lose to? Team Griffin?
No, Urban DFW.
Oh, you right.
Yeah. I remember the big fella, rest in peace, boy, called me and told me next time you get sick. No, I wasn't in the hospital. I was in we went to Galveston. Yeah, South Padre.
Yeah.
That boy, and after that game, you ain't never lose another one.
I did, man. I ran through. And that's the thing though. And that's the part that they was blaming me. And that's what it was. We were playing Urban DFW. It was their 8th grade team. And we were in 9th grade because they had to play up. They had to do a replacement. And we was up majority of the game. And then, of course, they started tricking the game off, playing around. So I caught time. I'm like trying to settle them down. And our best player, obviously, right, Terrio, at that point in his game, he hadn't learned how to be a point guard and facilitate. So anytime that he got stuck, he was just throwing it up. And so then he got to a point where they scoring, so he feel like, I got to get a bucket. So they then came down and just hitting 3, bang, hit 3, bang, turnover, bang, 3. And after that, I called timeout, and I could just tell in their face, I was like, nah, this is it. So we ended up going into overtime and lost in overtime, and everybody's just looking at me crazy, but I was trying to get up out of the field.
That was your first, that was your first one with him.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody really talking a lot about that game.
We was up for real. We was up by 9 with like 90 seconds left to go and lost it. We lost in overtime because they was bullshit.
I remember he told me that.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
Yeah, they was loose cannons though, bro. You never know. Is that what they freshmen at that time?
Yeah.
So they were young. We ain't even get them where we wanted them at that point.
Yeah,
and that happened the next year I got sick is when you went to Kansas and
we rolled through that thing.
Won that thing.
Yeah, we busting heads.
That boy said, man, you gotta talk to Joe, man. He about to sabotage the program.
Yeah, he was mad.
He's I fool with Joe. Joe, my boy, but he about to sabotage the program. Next time you leave, I'm coaching him.
Yeah, you were
And I
high.
got sick the following year. You said, "Nah, it ain't never gonna happen again. We finna win this thing."
Yeah, that's because they knew me though. They was rocking with me. Then I could keep them under control. So
That was probably early too. That was probably early in the season when I went to Galveston.
yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna move on to our next segment. The next segment is called Butt Dial, man. So Butt Dial is you call somebody randomly in your phone and see if they pick up.
Yeah. Shoot.
Put it on speakerphone and let's see. Let's see what it is. We're gonna see what it is, man.
Let me see, man.
Now we would prefer somebody with a little bit of buzz to them. And I know your phone is full of Hall of
You already know.
Famers and
I probably called a
sports.
homie. The one we just talked about getting on.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see.
Yeah.
What's up, fool?
Hey, big homie, you on the pod, but we got a segment we call Butt Dial, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta call somebody randomly, and they pick up the phone. I'm usually gonna just tell them, hey, my bad, I called you an accident, I butt dialed you, but we called you today because, we about to chop it up with you. We about
What
to
up?
chop it up with you.
Coco?
Okay, I'm with that.
Yeah. So you got
Yeah.
you got butt dialed. So you got the link. You got the link. So go ahead and we're gonna get you clicked on.
That's a bet.
All right.
Hi, Daddy.
Oh yeah, that thing worked out, man. Shoot, it worked out. But
Yeah. Hey, Duda.
But shoot, man, that wasn't bad for the first episode, man. Ground zero, getting things rolling. Like I said, we chop it up all day talking about sports. So again, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Follow us on all social medias. It's at Bang Media TX on all social platforms. Follow our personal page. I'm at Mr. Nice Watch. Or Mr. _Nice Watch _ on Instagram. On Twitter, Coach Egg 24/7. Facebook, Creative Jose. What's up, man? Give us your spiel on your people.
Just find me where you want, man. Instagram, of course. Ron_Mac 1906. Shout out to the bros. I ain't really on Twitter, man, but you can go ahead and get on Mac2Nice, TOO nice. Go ahead and find me, man. Lock in. But the Frozen one, man, we appreciate y'all.
All right, man.
First one's off the bat.
First one out the way, yeah. That's it, man.
Welcome to Bang Media.